Hello, hello, Perfidious Pete here with another installment of XCOM, The Long War. On our last episode, our team of stalwart celebrities, led by the mighty Mel Gibson, penetrated deep into the heart of China to rescue the fair, if a bit aged Madonna from the wicked clutches of Chairman Mao. And I know some of you are saying, hey, hasn't Mao Zedong been dead for like 25 years or even more, maybe? And I would say, yes, you are correct. He is in fact dead. But if you've ever listened to the propaganda regarding Chairman Mao, you'll know that death is only an inconvenience when you are as powerful and charismatic as the chairman. So don't say that he couldn't hold her captive just because he's dead. But captive or not, and Chairman Mao or not, we still managed to bust her out of the Hooskow. Our exfiltration was a complete success, except for Matt Lauer and Kim Kardashian, who got a little bit too close to an Exalt grenade. But other than that, things went pretty well, and thanks to Madonna's espionage work, we were able to determine that the Exalt base we went looking for in China is definitely not in Argentina. Now, why we had to go to China to find out that the Exalt base is not in Argentina, who the hell knows? Your guess is as good as mine. I got nothing. But other than that, the only other thing we really need to do, we did get quite a bit of bankroll cash for completing the Exalt mission, and we are going to use that cash to buy ourselves another interceptor. So we're just going to order one over North America. And then it's just back to scanning. We need to pick up another mission, maybe finish a research, and hopefully launch that satellite before our council report. So, 1 engineer for 9 weapon fragments? Why not? And we're going to go... Well, do we want to scan? Hang on just a moment here. No, we should be in fine shape. Let's go ahead and get back to scanning. And there's our research complete, so we're going to assign some new research here. And our air game has just improved a little bit, which is good, so it should be slightly less pathetic than it currently is. And for our next research project, improved body armor is very tempting. Alien computers also very tempting. We could finish some autopsies very fast, but we don't have a gene lab, so doing an autopsy actually doesn't really benefit us much. Experimental warfare is interesting as well, but we have been fighting a higher caliber of foes lately, and I really think that improved body armor... Jesus Christ, Dr. Valen, what the fuck is wrong with your eyes? Look at them, they're soulless black pits. Jesus, like looking into the... Oh, okay, well, they're better now. I was going to say, it's like looking into the gaze of a shark. Good lord, you should... Ah! That's really creepy. Let's just do body armor and get the hell out of here. Dr. Valen's creeping me out. Ugh. That's eerie. Ugh. Alright, so, yeah, improved body armor it is then. We can tougher foes, better chance for survival for our units. Man, Dr. Valen really has me wigged. Alright, so, let's just scan for some activity here.
Commander, our satellite is prepped and standing by for launch.
Good.
We are ready to deploy it on your orders.
Well, we're getting ready to get those orders then. Alright, so we're going to put this over South Africa now. We have a bit of a panic problem in South Africa because the aliens simply will not stop terrorizing it. But I'm hoping that if we put this satellite above in orbit over South Africa, it should lower panic just enough for us to keep them in the XCOM project rather than have them withdraw. We have a council report coming up in like 2 days, so hope this works.
Satellite.
Whew, that's lucky. Alright, fantastic. So, South Africa's going to hang on there for at least 1 more month. And we have another satellite available?
We'll monitor that
Seriously?
contact, but I don't think it's
we
related
should
to
launch that other
UFO
one
activity.
too. I was unaware that we had another one. Let's put this one then someplace that's going to give us money. Japan is a reason. Let's put that back over Japan. Yes.
Satellite launched.
Alright, so we're up to 4 satellites then, so that's good. We're almost back where we began. Still haven't captured a live alien. That's on our list to do. We'll probably try and do that on our next mission unless it's something enormously difficult. And nothing to do then but back to scanning, I suppose. Oh, you know what? We actually put a satellite in orbit over Africa. We need to station some interceptors there. So let's send old Banjo Thompson here. We're going to transfer him down to Africa. Now, Banjo's still busted up, but he's going to be in transit and he'll repair while he's crossing the ocean. Same thing for Lieutenant. I drew the short straw when coming to pick call signs. Panic Cross. I'm going to transfer him down to Africa as well. And that takes 2 of our laser cannon equipped interceptors away from our main areas, sort of over Asia and the US, or Asia and North America rather. Because Canada and Mexico are part of that. In addition, don't want to slide our neighbors to the north or the south. And in order to help better protect our devoted neighbors, we're going to spend a little money. We're going to buy a couple more laser cannons, but we don't have the funds for that. You need to visit the gray market first. What can we get rid of? Meld is always right at the top of our list of things to get rid of. Now, we don't need a whole lot of cash. Let's do... We only need... What do we need? 47. So 42 from Meld. Let's sell a drone wreck and a Thin Man corpse. Alright, and that gets us right to our goal. Okay. So back to engineering then.
Arrived this morning, Commander. We're always glad to have more help down here.
Yeah. You know what? I'm not even going to waste my breath yelling at you, Dr. Shen. I just hope that my disdain for you can be effectively communicated through my body language and silence. Yeah, that's right. I'm not saying anything, Dr. Shen. And we should have built those 2 together, but Dr. Shen pissed me off and distracted me, so one at a time, whatever. We'll get less of a refund, but since it's going to be like 1 alloy, it doesn't really matter anyway. And then it's going to be back to scanning. Got some troopers coming back to active duty, which is a good thing. 135 credits for 9 alien alloys. You know what? We're actually going to have to pass on that because if our armor research gets done, we're actually going to use quite a few of those alien alloys building armor, so not now.
Aircraft transfer complete.
Alright, Panic and Banjo then ready to intercept over Africa, and here is our council report for the month. Let's see how we did.
You've done an admirable job in combating the alien threat over the course of this past month, Commander.
Why'd you give me a C then?
However, we still believe there is room for improvement in your efforts.
Well, I tend to agree, but I think you should probably take that issue up with both Dr. Shen and Central, because they're sort of the ones responsible for us losing 2 satellites. I tried to shoot them down, but they hired shitty pilots, and I didn't have a lot to work with, and Dr. Shen wasn't building weapons fast enough, so I don't really feel I should be responsible for this, C. Whatever. It's a solid 2.0, I guess, so that's good enough. It's not like we're applying to Harvard or anything.
We will be in touch, Commander.
C's were good enough for Lindsay Lohan. I guess they're good enough for us. So back to scanning then. And we have alien abductions. All right, well, let's find out where.
Commander, we have multiple reports
South
of new
Africa,
abductions
in
progress.
Durban.
The locations are marked on the hologlobe.
Well, this is a little bit alarming in that we have heavy alien activity. That means the map is going to be just festooned with aliens. But it is in South Africa, which is going to further reduce panic in place where we sort of have a panic problem. So it's kind of a win-loss situation here, and it's going to be a tough mission, but it will be fruitful if we can complete it. So let's get started. Now, with heavy alien activity, we are not going to take a slop crew of troops here. Those are for light activity abduction missions. We're going to need a solid crew of troops here in order to get this done. So let's start off. We're going to take Rihanna. Of course, she's going to lead our mission. And we're going to make items available, of course. So Rihanna will be leading the charge with her small but deadly frame. And laser sight and a scope for Rihanna, of course. We're going to need a gunner. And Paris Hilton is tired, it looks like. No? Yeah. Paris Hilton is tired. She was up late working on the set of her new film called Hotel Hijinks. And there's no surprises about what that's going to be about. It's sort of a handheld footage, if you get my drift. And since she is so worn out from her previous evening's shenanigans, we're going to take Joss Whedon into battle. Of course, Joss, in accordance with XCOM Regulation 1.121, is going to be carrying the Shanae Jenkins Memorial Gatling laser to the fight, as well as a scope and a laser sight. We're also going to take Jaden Smith. Got to have a scout. And need somebody who can draw Overwatch fire. And for Jaden, we're actually going to give Jaden the heavy laser rifle, and we're going to ditch that battle scanner in favor of an arc thrower. Just in case, it's pretty unlikely on this sort of mission. We're not going to focus on trying to capture a live alien. We will, I mean, we can if we will if we have an opportunity, but with the heavy alien activity, that's definitely not going to be our focus. Still, we'll take one along anyway. And Lindsay All Day Lowen is going to be going along as well. Hopefully she'll be killing aliens all day as opposed to drinking or puking all day. And for, you know what, I'm going to change the lowdowns just a little bit. Instead of that laser sight, we are actually going to give her a med, not a med kit either. We're going to give her high capacity mags. And we're going to grab an assault trooper. And looks like that's going to be Robert Loggia, since I think he's the only one who's not currently in the hospital. So Loggia is going to get our scatter laser, dunk, and AP grenade. HE grenade is fine for Loggia. Probably going to need an engineer. Probably going to need to destroy some cover, and we're going to need a medic as well. Let's go ahead and grab the Beebs. With heavy alien activity on this map, having a multitude of battle scanners is going to be a very useful thing. Everybody has a laser weapon, right? Alright, just making sure. I didn't want to make sure I didn't overlook anybody with a laser weapon. And for our final unit then, it's going to either be an engineer or a Shiv. You know what? Let's take Kesha. I know Jesse James has a little bit... No, yeah, Jesse James is just... He's all around better. Let's grab Jesse. We can't be taking sloppy troopers into this. We're going to need every bit of firepower we can get. So HE grenade, AP grenades for Jesse James. And that's going to be our full complement of 7. We're going to launch our mission. On the way down, Rihanna's going to tell them about the time she sang a duet with Eminem, which everyone was already aware of because she's told the story like 40 times. And they all desperately miss Uncle Mel Gibson telling them stories of his exploits, which are far more interesting. But let's go ahead and begin the assault then.
We're heading to South Africa for this one.
Yep.
And we need to get down there fast. We're still seeing dozens of reported abduction attempts coming in from cities around the world. You'll be deploying at the site of the latest report.
You know what, Central? That should be your mission briefing every single time you give us one, because it has no specific information and therefore can't really be wrong. So it looks like we're headed to the honky tonk. I think actually we just had this map a couple missions ago when we went to Chicago, which is weird. But that's okay. It should be a pretty target-rich environment for us. Hopefully we'll have more than a little available cover. Being in a parking lot of this map is actually a little bit troubling because the cover opportunities are not exactly great.
Central, this is Big Sky. Strike team is touching down now.
And there are going to be, like I said, we're going to have a multitude of enemies
Reading
available
5
here.
by 5. Strike
Alright.
1 has the green light for deployment.
So our first move then is going to be with Justin Bieber. Okay. So we've already spawned a pod of enemies. And our goal is going to be to try and take these pods out one at a time. With heavy enemies on this map, basically if we move around a lot, we're going to be spawning more and more enemies. We won't be able to kill a wave before we've popped another one. We're going to be very, very careful with the way we approach this. Alright, now Joss Whedon actually has 68%. I'm okay with just taking from here. We're going to try and kill these guys, hopefully without having to move. I would like to just eliminate the pod. That means Rihanna's going to be up next. 84, 74. I can't tell whether that's a kill or not. 84% chance, and that would be a kill. We're going to take the higher percentage chance. So of course she let us down, and that she did hit, which was not the letdown, but the disappointing part was that man, Jaden Smith has no cover. The disappointing part was that it was not a kill. With Jesse James, we're going to advance Jesse James to cover. Don't pop a wave, Jesse. Oh, I was worried about this. This is why this mission is really a bitch. So that's 7 enemies, and literally our guys are 2 tiles apart. Alright, so we're just going to have to take our... We actually need to kill that guy now. Sectoids are the less threatening target because they only have pistols. So let's take our hollow targeting shot at this enemy. Alright, that's a hit, and it applied hollow targeting, which should give any subsequent shots a bonus. Oh, we're in fair to tough shape here. There's just not enough cover. Alright, so Bieber, 50%, 50%. Well, I guess it's going to be a 50%. Come on, Biebs! Well, we needed that one, Bieber. We really did.
Missed the target.
Moving out.
So we have Lohan with a not great chance. And we have a scatter laser.
Moving out.
Now let's see what Logia... I'm sure his hit percentage is going to be miserable. Yeah, we're actually just going to put Logia on Overwatch. And Jaden Smith really, I mean, seriously has nowhere to go. Alright, a 30%. What can you do with a flush shot? Take that flush shot and see if you can move him out and give him... Oh, just kill him. That'll work too. I was going to say, see if maybe you can give Lohan a little bit better shot. We're just going to put Lohan on Overwatch then and see what the aliens can come up with. They will probably try and draw this Overwatch out with a sectoid, because, you know, they're going to be the most expendable. On the plus side, if we can wound a sectoid, it would be... Oh, fuck. There's another pod. And one of the floaters flew high. He's going to drop in somewhere behind us. Yeah, that actually shouldn't be too terribly difficult to deal with. With the flying high, he won't be able to shoot as well. Got a sectoid taking a shot. And a mind fray. Okay, well, 1 damage, but he didn't panic, so that's okay. Alright, so Lohan has 72%. She's going to take it. Alright, that's good. And then she's going to drop into Overwatch with her remaining moves there. And we are going to have old Jesse James earn his keep here. Or we would like to have him earn his keep, but apparently that's not good enough. Also, why can't he move? Oh, he's panicked. That's why. So Jesse James actually can't throw worth a shit or shoot worth a shit because he got hit by Mind Fray, and that gave him a penalty to both of those actions. Now there is still a floater up. Where's Jaden Smith? So there is still... Oh, Rihanna has a shot. Let's take it. Okay, now there's our wounded sectoid. We could somehow keep him that way, but there is... There he is. So Jaden Smith is going to have to... I don't... Yeah... Alright.
Okay.
We're going to try and draw any Overwatch. I'm worried about that floater that we can no longer see being on Overwatch. So we're going to try and draw that out with Jaden Smith. Alright, he is in fact on Overwatch. That's a problem. Let's take... Now, if Logia moves to here, this should not draw the Overwatch. Okay. And then Logia is going to throw an AP grenade, and I'm sorry, Meld Canister, you're just going to have to take one for the team, buddy. Alright, so that's a kill. Let's grab Jaden Pharaoh Smith. Oh, Pharaoh must have dashed then. That's alright. Actually, somewhat tempted to have Jesse James hunkered down. Very tempted, actually. Instead, we're actually going to move him closer to the Beebs. He's going to go on Overwatch. We're going to have the Beebs go ahead and put a heal on him in case he gets Mind Frayed again.
Man up and get back out there.
And we are going to have Joss Whedon dash.
On the move.
Take Jesse James's old position, and then we're just going to see how these sectoids react. Alright, so they're going to Mind Link. And there is one behind that truck, but if he comes out, Lindsay Lohan should take an Overwatch shot at him. I'm very concerned that there is a cyber disc with those drones. And so, overwatching sectoid, another overwatching sectoid. That's actually okay. So Rihanna has no shots? Seriously? That can't be right. How does she not have a shot at anything? Alright, well. So, Jaden Smith, how close can you get to the wounded sectoid? 1 tile short. Well, that's unfortunate. Alright, so we'd rather not have Jaden take any Overwatch if at all possible, or at least not any unnecessary Overwatch. What's Whedon got? 59, 68. Let's take the 68. Go for the kill. Alright, so he drilled that guy. And that was enough. Well, that actually killed that guy? Seriously? Okay, that was unexpected. Alright, so we're going to do something just a little bit tricky here in an effort to capture that sectoid. We're going to take Jaden Smith. We're going to have him dash up. Now, the lightning reflexes, this should draw the shot. And that missed. Now, we are going to put Jaden Smith on Overwatch. And we're going to have Justin Bieber throw a smoke grenade at him. So we want him to be as safe as possible in his current position. But we're also going to need at least one other unit in a position to put Overwatch fire on that sectoid so that it won't move. And we're going to get some meld while we do that. We're going to take Robert Loggia. He's going to grab that meld. And then Loggia is going to go on Overwatch. And Bieber's got his smoke grenade out, so Bieber's just going to advance to a little better position. And then Jesse James... why is he still slow? Now that's a drawback. We're going to need to get Jesse James in a better firing position.
10-4.
We'll just have Jesse James dash, I guess. And Rihanna's going to advance and probably go... Let's bring Rihanna up to this vehicle.
Confirmed.
Considering having her reload, but no real need.
That's affirmative. Eyes on target.
Oh, that's terrible. With these small
Got
maps...
me flanked.
and so many enemies that makes this mission very difficult. So she's flanked by what? She's flanked by the sectoid. Alright, well, we're just going to have her fall back.
Position confirmed.
Rihanna actually is also flanked. What has Rihanna flanked? So our setup here for the stun is probably not going to go well.
They're on the move.
A lot of double movement here from these drones, which I'm not overly concerned about drones. If we have to, we can actually let a drone just shoot us. They almost never do enough damage. I think they do 4 on a critical, so... A Mind Fray Robert Loggia, which actually failed. That's good. We're worried about Rihanna. Rihanna is in more than a little trouble. Very lucky miss. She is flanked, but that half cover still counts as full cover.
They're shifting their attack.
That is not good. 6 damage on Rihanna. Did not kill her. If she's hit again, however, she's doomed.
They're flanking my position.
Alright, so Rihanna in a very, very tight spot. The question is, can Lindsay Lohan get her out of it? We're going to have Lohan take a shot. Alright, now that shot missed, so Lohan is going to then suppress.
Damn it.
We're going to knock that alien out of Overwatch.
No rounds.
And Rihanna in a very, very bad spot. Joss Whedon also in problematic position. We are still going to go for the stun. So we're going to take... And hopefully Jaden Smith will draw some Overwatch as well. Of course he did not. But 55%, that's all we've got? That's terrible. Don't fail. Holy shit. Well, everything that could possibly have gone wrong has basically gone wrong. What can Joss Whedon do? Very little. Well, we've got to move Rihanna. The problem is, if that Overwatch shot hits, she is almost certain to die. Alternatively, she could be killed by a drone. Now, she can't shoot. She has got to move. So that means it's going to be up to Joss Whedon to probably take some damage from a drone, and we got to hope this hits. So, of course, that's a miss.
Damn it, enemy is still alive.
Well,
That's affirmative.
oh, Rihanna somehow made the move without drawing the Overwatch shot. That's impressive. We're going to have her take a shot at that drone then and try and keep Joss Whedon alive.
Bye-bye. I'm out of firepower over here.
So we sort of did a little dipsy-doodle and switched targets, and since our stun has failed, it's up to Grandpa Slogia here to save Jaden Smith. What the fuck, man? 82%? Good lord, the sectoid is proving to be unhittable. That means it's up to Justin Bieber, and he's got a 68% chance. Well, at least somebody can hit the sectoid. Good lord.
Pacified. He's down.
So Jesse James can't really do anything. Jesse James is going to go on Overwatch.
Got my eyes on him.
And we're going to have Joss Whedon probably get shot by a drone here. Oh, nope. Jesse James is going to take an Overwatch.
He's down.
That was a lucky kill, which helps sort of counter what happened with the sectoid. Boy, that was a debacle. That is the risk of going for the stuns. With only a 55% chance, you're frequently going to wind up on the short end of the stick there. Seriously, that was a 1 health sectoid. I mean, you're not really going to get much better than that. A 1 health sectoid that we had flanked, actually. I mean, the odds of that are about the same as Lindsay Lohan walking past a bar. Which is to say, not good. And both Lohan and Rihanna are completely out of ammo. Joss Whedon is flanked. We'll come back to Whedon then. So we are going to have Jesse James come up and take a flank shot at this alien. He has 1 bullet left in the chamber, so make it count, Jesse. Alright, well, at least we have one guy who's aptly following orders. Jesse James is delivering. And we're going to force Jaden Smith to draw this Overwatch. With the way our luck's been going so far, Jaden Smith is almost certain to fail his ghosting attempt and wind up shot in the head. Nope, he mastered his fear. And a third? How many? Oh, good lord, there's a bajillion aliens over here.
Incoming fire.
So we're in a very, very bad position. And this is going to be a turn where Justin Bieber can really maybe save the day here. He has no shot, but this smoke grenade is going to prove to be huge.
Smoke's in the air.
Got a lot of people in half cover. Joss Whedon is
I'm on the move.
flanked, and we've got to lift that. So it's going to be smoke and a hunker down and half cover for Whedon.
Back online.
Got to be a reload for Lohan and Rihanna. Gonna bring Gramps up. He's gonna go on Overwatch.
I feel good.
And we still have a drone inside that bar.
X-ray, got you under attack.
And so double move from the drone. 2 drones, a drone and a floater inside the bar.
I'm taking fire.
Okay, smoke grenade probably actually just saved that unit from getting damaged. Jaden Smith has low profile. He is in smoke, so he should be okay.
I'm pinned down here.
And the aliens are doing a lot of suppressive fire. We're going to have to get some kills. Not a drone. Alright, so let's take the 72% chance here for Lohan. That's a kill. 1 fewer alien.
Nailed him.
Gonna go with the 72% on the drone, which we missed.
Got it. Negative.
We're
10.
missing some very high percentage shots here, actually. This is starting to be a little troublesome. And Justin Bieber, however, is hitting low percentage shots, which is bizarre. We're going to go and take that shot with Whedon. It's a terrible percentage, but mostly we just want to get the hollow targeting on, so maybe somebody can hit that guy. Jesse James.
On my way.
It's going to take a single move and reload.
Ready to rock.
And Rihanna, she's going to have to try and close him out.
X-ray
Alright,
down.
Rihanna delivers. Now there are still more aliens on the map somewhere. One of them is flanking us. Alright. Run and gun, Logia. Run and gun. Alright, so Logia's going to run to this half cover. And if we spawn another wave here, we're probably just completely screwed. 97% for the kill. Or 97% for 5 damage. Well, that means it's going to be up to Jaden Smith to finish him off. It's up to you, Jaden. I don't like your chances, but you got to take it. So, of course, you missed.
Adjusting sights.
Now, if that floater moves... that was... okay, so he shot at Jaden Smith in half cover. That's good. We're going to have Rihanna. She has no targets. Now, Sweden has no targets. Alright, well, Logia, finish what you started then.
X-ray down. Chalk up another one.
Alright, so... fairly difficult mission. 14 aliens. That's a lot of kills, but Rihanna is going to be in the hospital for a goodly while. So things didn't actually turn out too well. Apparently Rihanna had a bit of a run-in with a Chris Brown-like floater. And, well, in the floater's defense, at least he got what was coming to him, whereas Chris Brown escaped unscathed. Robert Loggia turning in a surprisingly solid performance. Lindsay Lohan got a promotion, which is fantastic. Only 3 days of fatigue for Lohan. She must be taking some caffeine pills, or maybe she's pimping 5-hour energy or something now. Who knows? Oh, Rihanna in the hospital for 31 days. That is quite unfortunate. Joss Whedon getting a promotion despite there being no rational explanation for that. The guy did nothing. So we may as well get our promotion. Lock and load is so good. Yeah, it's going to be lock and load for Lohan, although it'll be a long time before we see that in action. And for Whedon, it's going to be tactical sense for Whedon. And our stun attempt once again has failed. That's 2 chances we've had now to try and bring back a live alien, both of which have come up short. I'm beginning to wonder if maybe we shouldn't have taken repair just for the extra on Jesse James, just for the extra stun attempts. We did recover 20 meld, which is terrifying, actually. And some weapon fragments, Illyrium, yeah, whatever. So, Panic in South Africa decreased by 2, which is almost none. And we did 100 credits.
Remember, we will be watching.
You know, Faceless Overlord, I'm actually getting a bit concerned about your motives. You're just sitting back there all mysterious and hidden and whatnot, and you don't have a face. I'm starting to wonder if you're even human. I think maybe you might be working for the aliens. I'm thinking maybe you're some kind of like turncoat double operative style. But with that said, and our fears expressed about our Faceless Overlord, we'll go ahead and end the episode there. If you enjoyed the episode, thank you very much for watching, and if you liked it, feel free to show your support by dropping a like in the comments section down below, and we'll see you again soon.